Already Pretender here, back with another Honkai Star Rail video. And so as we did just have the 2.3 special program for Honkai Star Rail literally just a few days ago, where right at the end we did get a reveal of just a bunch of characters that we're going to get in the upcoming few updates. 2.4 we already know the characters, 2.5, 2.6, potentially up to 2.7, 2.8 unless they do a skip and go to 3.0, which is what we do know from Genshin as they usually did. So the characters that were revealed were probably going to be the characters we're just going to get throughout the next bit of the story we are going to get. And so I sort of wanted to be going over each character that we did get revealed and sort of just give my opinion on it, am I excited, all that kind of stuff. Just a little chill video because there really isn't much to talk about right now in Star Rail. So wanted to make this video because I did briefly talk about this, how I was a bit excited throughout the stream recap video that I had that you can check out if you missed the 2.2 special live stream. Do have a video where I did recap everything you do need to know, including the reruns, events, these characters, all that kind of stuff. So definitely check that out if you missed it. Before I get to the video, drop a like, drop a sub, hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Remember to join the Discord, and yep, let's just get straight into the talk. So, we obviously don't really have much about these characters. I'm obviously not going to show Xianzhou or Yunli because we already knew how they look like from the reveals before they did that stuff. So I'm not really going to talk about them too much. Maybe near the end, but that's about it. But I mainly wanted to talk about the characters they did show that only had the silhouettes, we don't know how they look or anything. One of the first ones being feixiao. So, from the just silhouette alone, I think he/she, I'm not going to know what the gender is going to be, I'm just going to say they look really, really cool. I am a big sucker for dual blades or all that kind of stuff, so I think I'm going to assume this is dual blades. So, I'm already sold on this. Obviously, we have some speculations about what feixiao is going to be, kit-wise, element-wise, path-wise. Not gonna look into it too much, but from the looks of it, they do look like a hunt character to me. Just from silhouette alone, I'm going to assume this is the design of a hunt character. It just looks very huntish. Come on, dual blades surely is a hunt design. Like, there's just no way. So I'm definitely really excited for feixiao. Again, if I say or try to say names that I mispronounce them, I apologize. But yeah, I am very excited for feixiao. One of the characters that were shown, I am very excited for. High hopes, can't wait to see them in the story, can't wait to see if they're playable or not, which I'm gonna assume they are if they're revealing it. So, big W for me. Okay, moze, this, from the silhouette, you can see the dual swords as well. Surely hunt, I really like how they just call him a weirdo, but come on. They mentioned stealth, they mentioned assassin, like, this might be, just from seeing this, I might have to well out for this character. Probably not E6 level stuff because I really do not want to go for another E6 character ever again. Will they top Aventurine for someone like me? Probably not. But just from the looks of them, I can already tell they're going to have the assassin aesthetic, the stealth, the double wielding blades. Probably going to be Hunt, which again, if you guys don't know, my favorite path in Star Rail is Hunt. I'm a big fan of mainly single targets. I like single targets a lot more than AoEs. So playstyle wise, path wise in general, I just like Hunt a lot. So I have a lot of expectations for this character to also be Hunt. Super excited for him or her. Again, I don't know. I think they're probably gonna be the most hyped character for me in a while, probably ever since Aventurine, which obviously isn't too long ago. But out of all the characters that were revealed, I'm just gonna say it now, moze easily number one. I'm most excited for moze. There is no way anyone is gonna be like topping moze for me when it comes to being excited for wise. Because just look, you're gonna have this like, I don't know if this is gonna be like some feather stuff or if it might just be some strip spikes. You can already tell you got the assassin aesthetic. Come on, the hood, you know when characters are hooded, they're going to be raw as hell. And as I mentioned for feixiao here, the dual blades, you can tell there's another dual blade here. He has one out. Again, I don't know. You can see one is sheathed, one isn't. It's gonna be so fire. Definitely an assassin-like gameplay. I can't wait to see them in the story, and I cannot wait to see what their kit is gonna be. I have high hopes for moze. Really hoping becomes one of my favorite characters. Again, hype wise or how much I like them, they could probably take my second favorite spot. I really highly doubt someone will top Aventurine for me. But who knows? Anything is possible. This game likes throwing curveballs. I never expected anyone in a Hoyo game to ever make it to my top 10 all-time favorite characters list, but Aventurine did just that. Maybe moze will do that too. So, number one most excited for, moze easily. I'm not even gonna try to say this guy's name. I don't really feel too excited for this. I don't know how they're gonna like look. I'm gonna assume just from, I can't say from like the little shade they did, as you do see here, it's like blue blackish. maybe this is like signifying some sort of hunt and like element, or this might be like, I highly doubt that it's gonna signify any sort of elemental typing or anything, but I can't even give you an idea. It is the flaming heart, so surely they're fire, but I could be wrong. There's star rope, they're weird. Design wise, just from the silhouette, I'm not too hyped. Again, once they reveal it, could drastically change. Could become one of my favorites out of all of them. Who knows? Doubt it, but could definitely happen. Don't really got much to say. There's not really much happening here. Like here, you got the dual blades, you got all this stuff you can see from the shadows, long hair, all that stuff looking really cool. Here, you can see the hood. Here, you can see the double blades, all that stuff. Here, you just kind of that, and yeah, that's kind of it. So, as for this guy or girl, I don't have too many hopes. Not gonna think I'm gonna be too excited, but again, might change. Not sure, but we'll see. Lingsha. Okay, so Lingsha obviously is going to be the big part of the story, because you know alchemy commissions do Cauldron Master. Surely this is gonna be big. I'm really excited to see how she looks. This whole thing is gonna be cool. I can't tell what kind of weapon that is, or if that's even a weapon with all the stuff going on. I think her design is gonna be really cool. I'd say she definitely ranks like number 3, maybe. Yeah, no, number 3 out of the 4 characters that were revealed that I'm hyped for. Again, not counting Yunli or Xianzhou. But again, from the looks of it, I'm expecting her to look really cool. She's again probably gonna be really relevant because you know new Cauldron Master, all the stuff, the way they have these titles, because they have these titles for everything. Nothing's crazy. You got the Flaming Heart, the Crow Feathered Weirdo, and then you got the Merlin's Claw. And this one just the new Master, so like I'm assuming she's gonna be massive in the story. Again, very excited for her. I think she's gonna be really cool. Can't say what kind of elevator path should be. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say Harmony. I feel like it's gonna be a Harmony. Oh, I didn't say for the others, but again, I think for him or her might be Destruction, Harmony, Hunt. That's what I'm predicting. But yeah, very excited for Lingsha too. Looks really, really cool. If they are Harmony, I really wonder how they're gonna work, because Harmony is super competitive as a path right now. Sparkle, Ruan Mei, Robin, very high bar to play, so it's gonna be really difficult. But very excited. So, before I talk about the last character which was revealed, which will be a bit of spoilers if you don't already know, so if you don't already spoiled this from that, I recommend clicking off. I'm gonna rank everything from most excited to least excited. So, out of all these characters, number 1, Moze, easily. He is like a gap. It's a massive gap between him and number 2. Number 2, feixiao. Definitely think she's gonna be really cool too. I keep saying he, she, that I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna be, but I don't want to assume, so I'm just gonna say them. Number 3, Lingsha. Lingsha is definitely number 3. I wanted to tie these two together for number 2, but I think I'm more excited for feixiao a little more just from the silhouette wise than Lingsha. And then number 4, this person right here. I honestly feel like I'm gonna really like these 3, or at least these 2. Lingsha might be boring to me, but I have high hopes. And then this, I don't know. We'll see though. Again, I could be wrong. Could absolutely love this person. And then number 4, or not number 4, I guess number 5, the last one I want to talk about is the new March. This isn't like anything crazy to talk about because it was revealed. Why am I not talking about Xianzhou or Yunli? I already kind of gave my opinions on the reveals on that stuff. But for March, I honestly, okay, character-wise, I have 2 things. Character-wise, I'm very excited. Again, I don't really have much hate towards March. I think she's cool, funny, all that stuff. And I think this sword looks really cool. I just don't like the colors overall, because I think the clothes are really cool, but the colors don't match with her like pinkish hair with this red and the blade being red, all this stuff. I think they'd have to like sort of change the hair and stuff for it to match, but otherwise, I think everything else is just cool. The whole aesthetic of it is really nice. Okay, but gameplay wise, I am sort of not expecting much, mainly because she is imaginary and hunt, and if you guys don't already know, Dr. Ratio, who is one of the best single targets in the game right now, is also imaginary and hunt. So competing with that is going to be really difficult. Granted, she is a 4-star, so I just have a bad feeling she might not be as good as most people hope for, or she might have the same role as Dr. Ratio as a DPS and just might not be able to perform as well as he can. Obviously, this doesn't mean she is going to 100% be a DPS. She could be completely different. She could be a support, she could be a sub-DPS, or she could work something like Topaz, where she might make enemies take increased stuff from follow-up attacks or anything like that. Or just any kind of damage, anyways, debuffs, all that kind of stuff. She could work completely different from being just a general DPS like Dr. Ratio is. Mainly a main DPS slash debuffer DPS. So, a bit scared, but I'm gonna hope Hoyo cooks with what March's kit's gonna be, because the current March we have, she's alright, but she's very, very niche. There's not really any point to use her. So, really hoping they do revive March with this one. Okay, I talked about March, so I guess I might as well talk about them at the end. So Yunli, I originally didn't care, but looking at her design more, I think she's pretty cool. I think I'm probably gonna summon. Physical, very cool. Destruction, pretty cool. My only issue is she gonna power creep Clara? Because from what I know, or what we know a bit about how her animations might work, they seem like they're gonna be really cool. Straight up got the swords everywhere going here. Might have one of the coolest animations in the game. Have very, very high hopes for animations. But I really wonder if she's gonna power creep Clara for being destruction and physical, because Clara is also just really, really, really good. So power creeping her is gonna be a bit difficult, but if they do power creep her, it's gonna be really tragic, because Clara just had such a long run of being this underrated, really, really good DPS. So I really hope they do work differently and work in different fronts. I'm sure they're gonna work differently, but you never know. So I really just hope she doesn't power creep Clara, but again, if they do, it's a standard character, what can we really do? But Yunli overall, very, very hyped. And now, for Xianzhou, so this is a very, very interesting one. So I personally I'm gonna be honest, I don't like his design. A lot of people don't like his design, I'm just not a fan. I just don't think his hair matches anything with his clothes, the hair color, I think the ears is too big, just all that kind of stuff, the cheeks, just the pants just don't fit, just nothing really fits here. I just feel like there's too much going on, not much matching. Like, looking at an individual perspective, I think this clothes, like the jacket here, I think the jacket and clothes are just very, 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 very nice. I think like these two as pairs nice. Just his face and the hair color just does not match it. I just don't think it works. So, design-wise, compared to someone like, I guess what Moze might be, I can't really talk about the others because they're silhouettes, but design-wise, from what we know, not very hyped. Another thing is that he is a Nihility, and if you guys don't know, Nihility is my least favorite path in the game. I practically like nothing about Nihility except Welt. I'm really hoping he is somewhat of a DPS, and from what we know, he's going to be a debuff for really good for Acheron. If you guys don't already know, I don't really like using Acheron either. So everything just sort of plays against it. Not a fan of his design, not a fan of his path, not a fan of the team he's probably going to be best in slot for. So it's very, very looking not great for him for me. But what saves him is his voice actor. If you guys don't know, I play in Japanese voices. His Japanese VA is the same VA as Oberon Vortigern, which is my all-time favorite character. He is a Pretender class in FGO. If you guys don't know Pretender, that is where I got my name from. So I have to get him at his Lyco just for that reason. So I'm really sad that they like sort of wasted it. I'm not gonna say wasted it because we don't know anything about him. He could be really cool. But from what we know, I don't have high hopes, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say I don't like his design. I don't like the initial impressions, but could vastly change. He could be really, really, really cool. I'm just gonna hope the story gives him justice and they do make him cool, because I can't imagine Oberon's voice on this guy unless he is just gonna straight up snap and try to kill his frame one. That would be really funny, but we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, that is everything coming out that what we know, what I'm sort of hyped for, what I'm sort of iffy about, all that kind of stuff. Again, to rank everything from 1 to last, number 1, Moze, easily the most excited for. Number 2, feixiao, very, very excited. Number 3, definitely goes to lingsha. Number 4, I'm actually going to say Yunli. Yunli is probably number 4 for this. Number 5 is the new March that we're getting. Number 6 goes to Xianzhou. And then number 7 goes to this guy right here. That's sort of what I'm going wise from silhouettes, designs, all that kind of stuff. I don't know what to expect. I got high hopes because, as we do know, Xianzhou, or however you say it, I don't actually remember how to say the place's name on the top of my head, notoriously known for its story not being the greatest, especially compared to Bellabug or Penacony. Not looking the greatest, but we'll see. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm waiting for. Gonna end it with Moze here because obviously the coolest one. Let me know what you guys are most excited for. I know a lot of people are mainly excited for feixiao and lingsha, from what I've seen at least. So again, definitely let me know what you guys are hyped for. Again, Moze easily number 1 for me. And yeah, peace out.